I'm Prafnil from Nekota and I love listening to Today FM.
My name is Stanley Godler and I'm from Australia, but I'm part Fijian from Watraki, and I love listening to Today FM Rocks.
For the best music and less talk, we tune into Today FM in National Village. Today FM rocks.
My name is Inaya Ali and I'm from Ba, and I love the big breakfast on Today FM. I just love it and hope you love it too.
My name is Jay from La Paz. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
My name is Naushin and I'm from Sambeto, and I love Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
Good evening, I'm Amrita Priyadarshini and this is FBC News. Cancer survivor shares ordeal during Pinktober launch. And World Report shows a reduction in unemployment rate in Fiji. A Fiji Sevens player who allegedly assaulted his partner has been taken into custody yesterday. It seemed like there was no light at the end of the tunnel for 32-year-old cancer survivor Salome Nainotha when she had a double mastectomy. Nainotha shared her ordeal during the launch of the Pinktober in Suva last night, and Anna Ravulo with Nainotha's story.
Salome Nainotha, who is now a volunteer for the Fiji Cancer Society, was diagnosed with cancer in 2012.
My body gave up. I couldn't walk. I was bedridden. I was tired. I was feeling breathless. It added pressure to me. Unfortunately, my husband walked out on the family.
The mother of three, while sharing her survival stories, said her family has been her biggest strength for the past 4 years.
They told me, "Mom, this is reality. You'll have to face it. Don't you worry. We'll stand right here beside you, and we will journey with you, and we will fight with you."
Health Minister Rosie Akbar has urged the people to always remain supportive of their loved ones if they are diagnosed with any disease.
We need to have unwavering family as well as community support. Without that, we probably would be fighting a losing battle.
Last year, only 30 women consented for a surgical treatment after being diagnosed with cancer, and Nainotha says early detection is the best prevention. The Ministry of Health yesterday donated $10,000 to the Fiji Cancer Society. Anna Ravulo, FBC News.
The Fiji Cancer Society has raised around $10,000 through its annual Bushell's Morning Tea initiative. The society is now extending the fundraiser until the end of next month to allow more companies to participate. Alan Stoltz has the story.
The Fiji Cancer Society has this year seen the biggest response from its Morning Tea fundraiser, and more companies are still coming forward.
Cancer also, as you've just heard, is the third leading cause behind deaths in Fiji, behind the cardiovascular disease and diabetes. Cancer comes in third, if you didn't know that.
Acting Society President Philip Lowe says most of the money goes to the transportation of patients to the Suva and Lautoka hospitals, which are the only locations treating cancer through chemotherapy. The Motibai Group hosted the morning tea and encouraged other companies to come on board.
We have placed donation boxes at our duty-free stores, and it was very encouraging to note that we had actually collected close to $3,000, which was donated by tourists.
Cancer causes 10% of all deaths in Fiji, and close to 1,200 cases reported every year. Ellen Stalls, FBC News.
The government has set records straight that there is a no cash shortage when it comes to the Help for Homes initiative. This follows claims earlier in the week that delays were being caused by a government cash shortage. Kelly Vadhala reports.
Opposition MP Salote Randrondo claimed this week that rather than a shortage of building materials, the delays in reconstruction of damaged homes after Tropical Cyclone Winston might be due to government's financial problems.
Government announced that over 30,000 families have been assisted with Help for Home initiative, but electronic cards issued to hardware shops for supply of building materials are quite useless because people are still waiting due to a nationwide shortage, as again announced by government.
However, the Minister for Women, Children and Poverty Alleviation, Mariseni Vuniwanga, discounted the allegations and told Parliament funding of the Help for Home initiative has been increased.
Government provided the funds or part of the funds, and homeowners built their own homes. That was the understanding, and that's what's happening on the ground. All cards issued by government to homeowners are loaded with cash the minute it's received by the homeowner. This project was initially allocated $70 million by government. That budget was increased by another $18 million to cater for those Fijians who were not initially catered for in the planning stages.
More than 23,000 families have been assisted by the government's Help for Home initiative. However, a shortage of building supplies has in some cases delayed rebuilding. Kelly Vathala, FBC News.
A World Bank report states that unemployment rate in Fiji has been dropping for the past few years. Employment Minister Chone Usamate says his ministry is working on further reducing unemployment. Sainiani Boiler reports.
According to the World Bank statistics, efforts to tackle unemployment are showing positive results.
World Bank statistics published this month have shown that from 2013 to 2014, unemployment figures have decreased from 8.3% to 7.9%, with projections for 2016 and 2017 that this will further decrease to 7.8% and 7.5% respectively. Those are World Bank projections.
Chone Usamate says the ministry is also working on settling pending compensation cases. Payouts for deceased workers' dependents has increased from $24,000 to $50,000. Workplace injury average around 10,020 cases per year. Workplace injuries average around 1,020 cases per year.
The consistency in these numbers is mainly due to the increasing awareness of workers and employers on their rights and also their responsibilities in actually reporting of these cases. We will focus on continuing to improve the settlement of all cases.
The ministry has also sent 126 workers overseas for seasonal employment. Sainiani Mboila, FBC News.
Still to come on FBC News, outgoing FEA board chair farewelled. And Senior Citizens Day celebrated in Suva. Stay with us.
Wani laki-laki lo menikoro dau vinakavia na va Mambula FM ni ronto vinkarabio ben hilo po viroro ozo na Mambula FM number 2 na share
iyo Mambula bina tango epeli untuk taliten na parang Mambula FM na go
number 2 dinanga Mambula FM no sur Mambula FM number 2 na share
wala sia kuni va ulambasa na ko Vila Merikibi Mambula FM number 2 na share talita itu ngai lambasa
Bula FM number 2 and share.
Welcome back. You're with FBC News. The staff and management of the Fiji Electricity Authority yesterday bid farewell to the outgoing board chair Nizamuddin. Dean worked for FEA for 44 years, of which he served as the chief executive for 7 years and was the board chair for the past 9 years. Ritika Pratap reports.
Nizamuddin had joined the Fiji Electricity Authority in the 1970s as an electrical engineer. Farewelling him last night, Trade Minister Fayaz Koya said Dean's leadership and services has no doubt impacted the economy through social and economic development.
Mr. Dean, ladies and gentlemen, is passionate about business, excellence and other productivity tools which promote staff empowerment, customer focus, capacity building and building leadership systems within the organization.
Nizamuddin led many facets of change at FEA, and during his leadership, major power substations were built and the Nandari Batu Hydro scheme came to fruition. Dean says he's confident the new chair will lead FEA to new heights.
I'm confident that FEA will be able to give those returns on their investment because we have the quality of people there and the direction from the new chairman comes from the private sector to make that happen.
Are at the forefront of fulfilling the vision that has been created by you, Mr. Dean, and I'm a big fan of yours. I'll make sure that I'll carry on with the objectives.
FEA has achieved 87% electrification coverage in the country and is aiming to become a renewable energy generation by 2030. Ritika Pratap, FBC News.
The police headquarters in Lautoka will soon be relocated to the old Fiji National Provident Fund building. Around 100 police officers are stationed in the city who currently report to the headquarters located beside the Natambua High School. Ellen Stolz with this story.
Due to the deteriorating state of this building, the force has no choice but to relocate. Divisional Police Commander Western SSP Marika Kotoisuva Yalimaiwai says the building also suffered major damage during Tropical Cyclone Winston.
Works is underway and all planned with the whole of Lautoka Police Station, logistically and furnitures to be bought because a lot of furnitures were damaged during Cyclone Winston. Yeah, most probably in 2 to 3 weeks' time.
Following the relocation, the old building will be sealed off for renovation works, but Yalimaiwai says the staff quarters will remain open.
The movement will not affect our service. It will be most closer to the community in the Tokwang Ward, one of the area of our concern, and we believe we have strategy in place so the continuation of our service for the better will continue.
There are more than 700 police officers in active duty in the Western Division alone. Ellen Stalls, FBC News.
Women and Poverty Alleviation Minister Mereseni Vuniwanga is calling on the people to appreciate the contributions made by senior citizens to the society. Speaking at the International Day of Senior Citizen celebration in Samambula, Suva today, Vuniwanga said their sacrifices should not go unnoticed. Senia Nimboila reports.
It was a special day for these senior citizens as they were acknowledged for their contributions.
One is appreciation for your contribution to society. Each resident here today has a story to tell. Your contribution to society may have been bringing up your kids. Some of you may have worked. Some of you may have not, may have been homemakers. Whatever role you played, your contribution is greatly appreciated. And today, worldwide, the whole world is celebrating that contribution, is thanking you for that contribution.
The theme for this year's celebration is Let's Stand Against Ageism, and Vuniwanga says children must be taught about respecting elders from an early age. Mereseni Okalandi has been staying at the home for the past few years.
We are having a good time right now, celebrating this special day. Thank you all for coming in today, thinking about us. We will never forget this very special day.
Being part of today's celebration was something special for the senior citizens here in Samambula. The celebration was first observed on the 1st of October in 1991. Senia Nimboila, FBC News.
Newly appointed British High Commissioner to Fiji, Melanie Hopkins, says dealing with climate change issues will be her major focus area during her 3-year term in Fiji. The United Kingdom has set up bilateral funds and will work closely with the Pacific Island countries, including Fiji, on this pressing issue. Sharon Shivan reports.
British High Commissioner to Fiji, Melanie Hopkins, says she is looking forward to enhancing the United Kingdom's relationship with Fiji, as well as addressing a shared agenda of political and economic development, including the challenges of climate change.
I'm very pleased to highlight that the UK Prime Minister Theresa May announced that the UK will ratify before the end of 2016.
Hopkins is aware of the consequences of climate change on Fijians and says, being the third largest contributor to the Green Climate Fund, UK is ready to assist Fiji.
The next climate negotiations, which will take place in Morocco at the end of November, we will be strengthening our dialogue with all the key players globally.
Pacific Islands Climate Action Network is reaching out to people on ground level, and coordinator Krishnil Narayan says they are ready to work with the Commission to ensure that the assistance have a maximum impact.
Assistance provided by the British High Commission could be put to more better use if it is directly provided to the communities and the NGOs, organizations that are actually working. In that way, we could see some visible impact.
Climate change will be an area of discussion during the Commonwealth Head of States meeting in UK in 2018. Sharin Shivan, FBC News.
Coming up in sports, Nanranga wins HFC Fairbrother Trophy third year in a row. And Monica Cup tournament hailed a success. This and more after the break.
मैं जुगेन नबील तालिब से रेडियो फीजी 2 24 घंटे मेरे साथ साथ रहता है।
हम मंगेरी ताउका के ललित से हमारे दिल में और दिमाग में खाली रेडियो फीजी 2 है और सभी भाइयों से आग्रह करते हैं कि रेडियो फीजी 2 सुनना चाहिए।
मेरा नाम अभिनेश है, मैं निंदी का रहने वाला हूँ। मैं सभी समय रेडियो फीजी 2 सुनता हूँ क्योंकि उसमें आईना प्रोग्राम रहता है।
हाय, मैं उमेश नसासा नाबुआ से। मैं जब
Welcome to FBC Sports. The Nanranga rugby side has successfully defended the HFC Bank Fairbrother Challenge Trophy, beating Navasa 40-25 this afternoon. This is their third year in a row winning streak, and the team led 26-10 in the first half. The Stallions have earned $40,000 for winning all 8 matches in the challenge this year. Here are the tries.
Forward, good work, controlled well at the back by Sovalia, line just in front, he's controlling it, picks it up and dives, and Tomasi Sovalia, beautiful work. As his referee Lee goes back to Navori into Naituvi, the fullback, and he showed the ball. Now the pass, Lutu Mailangi, brilliant time pass there, and he sets it up. Oluivunda gets it out, chance here for Nanranga, away it comes to Naituvi, he gets the pass away, and the try is there for Etuate Naikadi. Good work, just about 5 meters off the right end upright, taken up the time by Tamaya. It's there for Oluivunda, got it out and diving through is Timothy Salvoli, the loose head prop. All along the game, in it goes, and Salvoli at the back. He's got it now. Well, will this be his third pushover try for Timothy Salvoli? He's looking for his hat-trick. He's got 2 already, picks it up and dives. Timothy Salvoli.
The Monica Cup tournament generated a lot of interest among local rugby league clubs. The Rwanga Flyers Touch Rugby Club hosted the event at Suva's Albert Park in memory of its founding member, the late Monica Komaisavai. Melita Vanga reports.
More than 21 teams participated in the tournament. Organizers are overwhelmed with the interest shown by business houses and local clubs.
For 16 business houses and 6 club teams, that's massive for within the touch community, and we're really happy, and we hope to take it to another level next year.
Inoke Verasa says this tournament is a way of showing appreciation to the contributions made by late Monica Komaisavai.
As far as touch rugby is concerned, she's captain and represented Rwanga Flyers to many tournaments, and she's also represented Fiji in touch rugby and Pacific Games, South Pacific Games, mini games.
Komaisavai passed away 2 years ago. Part of the proceeds from the tournament will set aside in a trust fund for the education of Monica's son, Benjamin Michael Tiloma. The organizing committee is hoping to take this tournament to another level in the coming years. Melita Vanga, FBC Sports.
The Suva football side has received a major boost ahead of the court's inter-district championships. This is striker Setareki Hughes has decided to stick with the Whites after wanting to switch to Rewa earlier this week. Suva has also been boosted with the news that defender Chalen Reloa has decided not to join Lambasa and will remain with the capital side. Leon Ndamundamu, who was training with the side and was to have joined from Lambasa, has decided to remain with the Bambasing Alliance. And meanwhile, in the lone Vodafone Premier League match played at Nosaris Ratita Kambao Park today, Lambasa beat Suva 3 points to 0. Rewa will play against Lambasa at the same venue at 4 p.m. tomorrow. While brief showers were experienced towards the windward side of the island, warm and sunny conditions prevailed over the rest of Fiji. Temperatures varied in all centres except Suva and Savusavu, which were the coolest on 28 degrees. Nadi was on 31, Lotoka recorded 29, Ba was on 30 degrees, and Lambasa was the hottest, recording 33 degrees. Now for the outlook for tomorrow, fine apart from brief showers over the interior and eastern parts of the larger islands. As for Monday, brief showers over the interior and eastern parts of the larger islands are expected. Elsewhere, it should be fine. Recapping the main stories. Sevens player charged for allegedly assaulting his partner. Cancer survivor shares ordeal during Pinktober launch. And World Report shows a reduction in unemployment rate in Fiji. Now for these stories and others, you can always tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM. On to this week's question, and we are asking, should Fiji Soccer hire another overseas coach? To answer, visit our FBC website. You can send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email, citizens@fbc.com.fj, or share it with us via our Facebook page, FBC News. And if you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us those news tips at FBC News or simply hashtag FBC News. You've been watching FBC News. I'm Amrita Priyadarshini. Good night.
Yandra! I love listening to Gold FM at Golden Point Resort. Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Hola, my name is General from Recreative Village. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic.
I'm Moses from Valeu. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Marita Manako. I'm from Kandavu. I like listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
My name is Tilipa from Tavor Town. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.